The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now here's Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on third down. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On play action, now Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Up the middle they go. Merritt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for him.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw his Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You look at this Carolina defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Carr. And his throw here's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Here's Duggan to throw. Target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
And what great recognition between the receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Chuck is on his third feline-branded team in 3 seasons, going from the Jaguars to the Lions and now to the Panthers. He's a former 1,000-yard guy and an accomplished deep threat, but also hasn't stayed healthy for a full season.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. J.J. Arthega right side. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Right back to him on first down.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Saints have regained the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Black ultra. Black shot.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. 2nd down, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go play action. Young. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on
on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own block.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Nathan Cottrell, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Young on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Okay.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check, strike.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Bryce Young
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Duggan now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Von Bell. Inside the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
Nathan Cottrell
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Saints 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Quick throw to Olave.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Shotgun now for Carr. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Nolan Smith
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Green Jack. Ready?
Young off the play fake.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark that down as an 85-yard punt return. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hekker now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, Young. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
You don't blue. Blue striker. Blue, go. Ready.
Young on 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Chris Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch, and it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
This now a 3rd and 4.
The play fake. Now Young. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cottrell. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
80 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Nathan Cottrell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
First down, Saints.
Now Carr again. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
First and 10 their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw his car. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Panthers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on these. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would Allah pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they gonna have to mention fiction. Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on my mind. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight.
To the sun is gone away, and I will chase the girl and you away. I'll chase it away. I'll chase the girl.
Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. Just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding. What the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands.
Okay, here we go.
Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Yes, I'm go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, go that, 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 go that.
Man, they even got enough change in the meter. Double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weed. Well, they jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers. Let them might blast, judge I might blast. Plus when I stop at my customized bands. Plus like brush like plus I got them up. Plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof. Yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like Chex Mix is post the be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a neck.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, it's not go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
I had to hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm blocking for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit, bitch at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know you.
Half 18, half 18.
I got a one you though, man. We ain't even scratched the surface. The black keep herb in the back seat surging. Okay, man, I'm telling y'all I'm back. Heat urging the stacks keep surging and max feel splurging. Living proof what you can have. Keep working, okay. People let it talk and say whatever. Opinions change just like the weather. I got a question for whoever. Who do it better? Who do it better? Here we go. Who do it better? Who do it better? Who do it better?
Yeah, this the king of crunk. Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and that. Ain't none of that new to us. Acting like that you pop off. No damn well that you grew to us. Been in my own lane. Carry you like that do the truck. Trend following. I'm surprised you just not catching up. It's my way or the highway, baby girl. I'm not a settler. Don't play with my kind, no matter my mind. I promise it get pitiful. They love me, they love me. I promise I do the bare minimum. My people, they say that I'm underrated, but it's crazy. I'm steady, they killing them. If I wave, I'm flipping them. Come up on some earth and I'm dipping them.
I'm so sick of all you. Weak, lame. Sick of being so man. It's dead for that, man. It's 2023.
Half 18, half 18. Here we go.
Talk about that. All I wanna do is talk and talk and talk. I can really give a.
Here we go. Hey. Apple.
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Bit insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the f*** you think a day is.
But hey, what about the
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah,
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, and I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, and I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it,
you throwing off the vibe, and I don't got time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough, take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn what happened. Outcome match my actions. Talk then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He determined this from his section. Island daily. Well respected. Well connected. Look there. Tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pops.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. Striker. 3-3. 52 blaster.
On play action, here's Ritter. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Right, 97.
In motion, Hollins. Ritter looking to throw on first and 10. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 56 yards. And the Falcons need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Prescott yet again.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answer the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Robinson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
On the set.
Second down and 8.
Hey, full period. Check, huh?
On the counter, this is Robinson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
Black shot. Ready?
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the double.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Going play action. Ritter. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it on third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And now off to the races down the right side. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown. Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 87 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at
10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker try.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Damone Clark.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Ritter back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they work this near the 5. Will be stopped at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. Take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott in the final seconds of the first half. And the
Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts.
And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Flush to his right.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London,
58 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Pollard again. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Rivers throw taken in by London. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. 27 yards. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Lamb will go in motion. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Down the sideline he goes. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is caught for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 26 yards. And the Cowboys have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's brought down. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
In motion, Hollins. On second down, Ritter.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24-yard gain on the play.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Ritter now.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ritter.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Stephon.
Yeah, I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. That's what I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel I never feel different. Just get established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He determined this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with you. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
we got London on the
Whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night. See the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and we are underway from Miami. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready.
Two and a throw right away. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Tua now on first down. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Devin Duvernay, one man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Turbo one high, turbo one high.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Turbo 3, kick. 21G.
And he is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available. thus the incompletion.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This will be fielded at the 17.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, come on. Behind you. Sit up. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Now back to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Tua sets up to pass it. His throw incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Maulet. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Pushing his way through, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Able to shake him off. Steps away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Dolphins 10.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Now third down and 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson options out left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. And the hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in a bed like him. Cause they don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it, they don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Goff going to shift him around. And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Steps away to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Geno now to throw.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of you guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him, and I don't think it's the last time they guard his head in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays, eat up chunks of yardage, and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have. As they get it behind the line. Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Williams. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
7-7, our score after one.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 3rd and 12.
Now it's gone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he is all the way up past the 25. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
16 more on that one and another first down. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Lions' 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing is Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Just inside the 5-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to run him down for a loss of a yard. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Walker will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks.
So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Gone. That pass caught. It's Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Back to throw again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's gone.
That is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for 1 final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the
5.
Here's Walker.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Myers' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. Now he's free at the 35. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams taking it in. And the Lions are back within a score. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Gino. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Running right, here's Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
From the 50, it's Smith. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down and 4.
Here's Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
13 there. Slow ball. Check 58.
Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Down to the 42, second down. And now they're in the hurry up. To throw on second down is gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost...
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jamal. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
23 yards on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of it.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Smith going to throw it.
On the slant, it's Fant.
And some room to roam now.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and that should just about do it.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now Smith. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he will take this one for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you, if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not the act. Yeah. And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. 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 I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye, doing guard work. I got the devil in my eye.
response. Focus on the commas, not the com. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Samuel going to go in motion right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Purdy from the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack our offense?
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Three. Opposite. Green. Ready?
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he will find his man
Samuel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
14 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
3rd down, here's Patterson.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This from 44 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Ritter to throw it. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone. And
Ritter cannot escape and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick.
Ray McLeod deep here for the Niners.
That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
What I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Purdy on 4th down. Open man is Juwan Jennings.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Ready?
1st down. Here's Ritter.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, Ritter. This pass is caught by London.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On first down, Ritter.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ritter with another throw on second down.
And he's got it to Patterson, complete.
He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 43, it's second and 3.
Check right. Ultra. Go ultra. Smith red. Hut.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A give left side to Robinson.
There he goes, left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Ritter off the play fake.
He's got Smith here. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts on the receiving end from Desmond Ritter. And the Falcons have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Purdy now on second down. Connects with Kittle underneath.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Purdy looking to throw.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 56 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On play action, here's Ritter.
And he rifles one incomplete. The target there, Mac Hollins. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's Ritter.
And his throw here's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception.
And a loose football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Purdy to throw.
Going to get this inside the 30.
Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here comes 2nd down. Purdy with one final shot here.
Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
And the kick here will be good, but that doesn't do anything besides maybe make the final score a tiny bit more palatable, as that's how this one comes to an end.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our...
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby.